Hello everyone, is welcome to the first struggle update for struggles from Elsa. So right now the storm is moving at a rapid pace at around 29 miles per hour west northwest. Currently the winds are at 45 miles per hour and the pressure is at 1005 MB. Um and there are some tropical storm watches and warnings for parts of the Caribbean islands, especially in the Leeward Islands and also in Haiti. So so right now the current track though by the National Hurricane Center though, but please be aware as newer model data comes in, the track will change because there are some disagreements with the models around with how it happened around this, around the location, the strength, or basically or basically another scenario I'll mention about the system dissipating with the fast 4 speed. So let's look at the GFS. So right now, the GFS has it moving in a pace. I mean, not pace. Basically, has it moving through Western Cuba. Now, now note though, because Eastern Cuba has more mountainous terrain though. So if if Elsa that moves in more like this, it will the circulation will get more disrupted though. But if it heads in the Western Cuba, then there'd be less mountains for the circulation to get disrupted though. If that happens though, because I'll explain about the dissipation scenario later in the video. Now, the GFS has a moving. Well, the GFS has a moving in making landfall in southwestern Florida and basically moving through the eastern Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. It even impacting. It even gives some rain to Virginia and the DC area. Now, while the GFS does that, the European though does this. It basically takes Elsa in a more northerly track, which would basically give it more land interaction with it though, and as a result, more weaker. And the European doesn't have an impact in the U.S. So right now, so there are three scenarios that what could happen: the GFS scenario, the European scenario, or the dissipation scenario. Let's go on with the GFS. So if the storm stays in a southerly track like what the GFS just did, then it won't get that much land interaction it does when it, and as a result keeps it more strong, and also can head to the U.S. as the eastern Gulf of Mexico region. The Euro scenario basically has the system basically moving more in northerly track, and as a result, getting more land interaction. And there's another scenario, the dissipation scenario. So in the past, where the storms, notice the forward speed. The forward speed right now is around 29 miles per hour. Now the thing is though, in the past with tropical cyclones, tropical depressions, or tropical storms, sometimes in the past with a speed that quick, it could cause the closed circulation to open up into a tropical wave. Now that could happen though. Well, that is a scenario though, but it really depends on how strong the storm gets though, because if it gets more of a stronger closed circulation, well, I'm not sure how it can do it though with the speed though, then the chances of dissipation could go down. But let's see what happens in the next 24 to 48 hours, which is pretty much the time period which I think that could occur. I don't really think it could dissipate though, but with the speed though, I am monitoring it to see if it could happen though. So to recap, there are three scenarios I just talked about earlier. The GFS scenario basically puts it to the U.S. into the Gulf of Mexico and hitting parts of Florida and Georgia and South Carolina, North Carolina as a hurricane. Please be aware though, as new normality comes in, the strength of the system could go up, could go down. Excuse me. Could go up, could go down. Anything can happen though. It depends. Excuse me. It depends on what could happen in the next 48 hours, especially if what happened on Saturday when the storm strike goes. So for people in the Eastern Gulf of Mexico region, basically Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, I urge you to please. I recommend you to please monitor Tropical Storm Elsa, because if the GFS verifies, the U.S. could get impacted by this, especially in the Eastern Gulf of Mexico region. So I'll be making a new video tomorrow. So I'll be sending you guys the link though to Tropical Tubes though, because they are a pretty good website to track though, because they have pretty good models though. So just in case, you can also look at the models though. Um so also, I am not a meteorologist though. I will tell it in the description. And I want you guys to look at the National Hurricane Center or the National Weather because they are official one. I'm not really official though. So okay, I'll send you. I'll also post links and stuff. So okay, so see you guys. Goodbye, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. Bye.